Hey guys, it is Thursday, July 3rd, 2025, and I'm back with some free VST plugins to help you with your musical adventures and endeavors. All right guys, we are in the new month of July 2025. We're going to be looking at some more free plugins. What else? All right guys, let's jump right into it. The free VST plugins for today are as follows. So first up here we have Soundbox. I'm not sure when this was released, maybe a year ago, maybe some 8 months ago, but it's a pretty decent one. We're going to look at that, and also we're going to look at the Blue Cat bundle. Specifically in my example right now, I have the flanger in the idea. So let's look at the website really quickly. So first up here, Blue Cat Audio, they've been around for a while, and they have this free bundle that's also been around for a while. They've been updating it recently. Matter of fact, I'm wondering if they now have it where it is resizable. I'm not sure if that's added to the update, but I know they have all the latest formats. So we have AAX, we have 64-bit VST3. They still have legacy 32-bit VST, most likely VST2. But they're making all the latest updates. Okay, so it says it right here. They did add multi-monitor and high DPI scaling. So it should be resizable. I'm not sure if I have the latest version installed, so I might not be able to display that, but it should definitely be resizable because they seem to be updating all of them. So within this bundle, they have chorus, flanger, we have a guitar amp simulation with 3 different flavors. They have this free receiver. I'm not even familiar with this, but this has to do with MIDI streams. I don't think this is 100% free. I think there's like a catch in there somewhere. But they have this frequency analyzer. They have this gain suite, which I use all the time. They also have a phaser and this very basic 3-band EQ. So let's jump to Soundbox. Soundbox is from the developer Audio Modern. I don't think I mentioned that. And Blue Cat Audio bundle is from Blue Cat Audio. So with the Audio Modern page, this is what it looks like for Soundbox. They have other instruments. Soundbox is basically a free sample player, kind of like Contact. So they have their own system and how you can load sounds, load what they call expansions. So they do offer, I want to say, 2 free expansions, but you'll see why this is sufficient in a minute. interface is pretty cool. I have a little bit of gripes with the interface, but we'll talk about that when we go through it. So it's Windows, Apple OS, and they also have it for iPad OS. And I think there is standalone. They have VST, VST3, AU, AAX, and they have AU version 3 and standalone. So most major platforms are supported. All right, let's jump over to the DAW real quick. Have a rough idea I started working on. Let me play the piano first, and I'll bring in the other sound, which is being played by Soundbox. So this is just the piano. So we have Soundbox playing this sound here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate this because I don't want to mess up what I have here. So let's just duplicate that and let's color it. All right, so we're gonna mess around with this one so we can mess this one up. So with the interface, by default, it's gonna look like this. It is resizable, all that good stuff. So one thing I don't like about the interface is these buttons are all very important. This button is like a shuffle button, but you would not know that because it's not labeled. As far as I know, I don't see anything for like turning on a tooltip option, which would be great. So when you hover over these options, these icons, these symbols, it kind of gives you a tooltip of what it is. So this is like a randomizer button. And if you don't know that, you could have a preset setup that you like, and then you accidentally screw it up. So I don't like that. Even like this, I don't know what this is, but it's something. I guess it's dealing with the ARP, vector, all that good stuff. But the cool thing about this is they have 4 sections, so you can layer 4 different quote unquote instruments together, or presets that they have in there from the different libraries that you have. So I have access to the 2 free libraries that they offer. They offered at the beginning, and comes with a decent amount of presets. Very ethereal, very ambient for the most part. They do have some leads, but the cool thing, like I said, is right here where they have these switches, you can turn on another sample instrument basically, and then layer presets. And then with the randomize button, you can hit it and it'll just pick random combinations with random presets and random settings, because there's also an effects section where they have effects, and then there's a modulation section, and then there's the ARP section. And see, they have multiple ARPs. I don't know in the free version. Yes, it looks like you could turn on multiple ARPs. I haven't even messed with that. Then there's the vector section. With some of the things you may want to intuitively do, I think that's where the limitation comes in on this free version. I don't remember exactly what it was off the top of my head that I was trying to do as I was exploring, and it was like, hey, you can't do that in this version. So, but they still give you a good amount of options. The fact that you could turn on all 4 of these, and see up here we have the effects section. So I'm on this tab, and we have effects here for all the slots that I turned on. And you can hit the drop down to choose an effect. So they have reverb, delay, they have EQ, filter, distortion, chorus, phaser, lo-fi, compression, limiter, and noise. And as far as I know, I think all those are available to use in the free version. So you can select it and go crazy. You select the component and you see the parameters change below here based on the different effect that you have loaded and you have selected. So you can turn these on, switch back to right here. And in the drop down, you can choose different instruments. So you can layer sounds, there's balance, panning, and you can set the balance, the panning, the effects, modulation, ARP, vector, all that. They have master effects over here. So you can basically layer and craft your own sound, and I think you can save that as a preset, and they have the heart symbol here for you to favorite presets. And like I said, this button right here randomizes things. So let's see what happens if we do that. Let me see, I'm gonna turn on all 4 and then hit randomize and see what happens. Yeah, so it's doing its best job to randomize all 4 layers of instrumentation. So pretty cool plugin, decent sounds, definitely check it out, mess around with it. So another thing I did was I utilized the Blue Cat phaser on this sound that Soundbox is playing in this arrangement. So let's bypass that. So that's what it sounds like without it. I'm gonna turn it back on and then I'm gonna crank it. So yeah, the interface is pretty straightforward. There are presets. See if I see anything about, oh, there's skin alternates. I didn't even know that. Okay, it moves the knobs around. Skin presets. There are factory presets here for the effect. Trying to see if there's a resizing option. So, well, there it is. Yeah. So you just hit this zoom icon here, and you get percentage size numbers. And clearly, it is now bigger. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Check out those 2 plugins. Tomorrow, check back for the 4th of July. I will be doing the next live stream, presenting you guys with some new free VST plugins. I will have this arrangement more fleshed out. I'm actually in the process of writing a song to it. So you guys will hear a little bit of that. Not too much. I can't let you guys hear too much. But I will have the idea more fleshed out. More sounds, some drums, Vox, things of that nature. But definitely check out those 2 plugins, Soundbox and that Blue Cat Audio Phaser. Check out some of the other effects from that Blue Cat Audio bundle. I might end up using that in the arrangement tomorrow and have that as an example also. But that's it, guys. The link is in the description. Check that out. There's also a link in the description for my video series on PC specs and how it relates to music production. So if you're looking to understand how your computer's internal components works along with your DAW to power it for a smooth experience, definitely check out that series. If you're having issues with performance with your setup and your DAW, that series will help you understand what might be causing the problems and what you might need to do to fix it. If you're looking to get a new system, a new computer, a laptop, that series will help you understand what specs you need to pay attention to and where you might need to spend the most money to beef up. Do I need enough RAM? Do I need more RAM? What type of CPU do I need? How many cores? Processor speed, all that good stuff. It'll help you understand where you need to spend your money based on your workload and your workflow. Also, there's a link in the description for a growing playlist for these videos that I do multiple times a week. So if you're looking for more free VST plugins, definitely check that out. There's over 400 videos up there presenting you guys with free VST plugins, 100% free. I'm looking right now and the playlist says there's 412 videos. So definitely check out that playlist if you're looking for more free VST plugins. Also, there is another growing playlist for my new series that I started this year called 52 Weeks of Reaper, where every week for 52 weeks, I will be releasing a new video every Saturday focusing on a key feature in Reaper. And that's just to showcase what makes the Reaper DAW such an amazing digital audio workstation. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Check back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. And as always, you will see me in the next video.